it sort of ended in this conversation one day where I was with my grandfather, and we were just happened to talking about home brewing and that kind of stuff. And he mentioned how, he brewed hard cider. Well, Sir Charles is my grandfather's nickname. He was known as Sir Charles. His name was Charles Steckel. And when we were thinking about doing our first cider, we needed to come up with a name, and pretty much unanimously it was decided that we should absolutely, honor my grandfather. Unfortunately, he passed away, but he did live long enough to try it, and so he did give it his blessing. And we've been kind of going with the hard cider and the Sir Charles line ever since.
Well, when John first started to go to college to get his master's degree, he'd been talking forever about starting his own business. And I've always known that, no matter what road he decided to go down business-wise, if he ever asked me, I'd be right there, because if anybody can make a business work, it would be John.
The company started its first production in the late 2014, and we ran through most of 2015 when our contract winery that we had been working with went out of business. And they kicked us and several other wineries out when the new management came in. And that probably was the lowest point. We were basically faced with, we had invested a sizable chunk of money, and we hadn't actually built our own building or brewery, but, it was pretty much, this is, done. We were like, we were out of business. At literally the last moment, everything came through. Everything came through.
We got financing, our licenses started to come through.
So we're right here where we are at now. This is the sort of where the magic happens. This is where all the brewing, bottling, and packaging goes. So back here is pretty much, built to be the ideal brewery for our needs anyway.
So, cider being a naturally gluten-free product, we're going to pull in that kind of customer base, and we want to cater to that. Also, this area being, Fishtown where they live, there's a lot of vegetarian, a lot of vegan, also people that we want to service. So, as we develop our menus season by season, we're looking for options for people, more gluten-free options, more vegetarian options, obviously organic, local. So not just craft cider, but kind of craft food too. We want to pair those things together and make a whole experience for people.